that I'm not aware of. So
Oh.
beware. But I'll get to it in a second. We got Pamela Voorhees, the mother of Jason. So we're kicking things off, and we will have females in this also. We're going to have males and females in this Rumble. Probably not as much females as males, but we're still going to have at least like 5, 6, or 7 around that. It may be easier getting a list of it, because usually I would throw Jeff the Killer, Mr. X, but instead I'm just focusing on inclusions. I will say this. So the whole deal with Sam, how bad was it? What does Pamela Voorhees do? A little jig? Come on. But anyway, she's just face the Vikings, flag up of the Vikings. Her picture was on his stomach. What is that thing? What is going on?
Y'all go Jim Williams.
I mean, come on. He had multiple pictures on him that had nothing to do with him. And number 3 is Hannibal Lecter. So, yes. So, unfortunately, Sam could not be a part of this Rumble, which is very unfortunate because I really like Sam. And don't be surprised if we see another bad one. I can't go through all of them. I can't go through them all. So, we got 3 already in this Rumble. About to get another one here.
Mm-hmm.
And I went ahead and did the settings there to switch it to the ramp cut. But you're going to see a lot of Rumbles without that. Because I finally have figured it out.
Yeah, it's a super heavyweight.
Norman Bates is here from Psycho. So Norman Bates in the house. And yeah, like I said, we are having...
I gotta take that mask off thing.
All kinds of issues.
Can't tell right now.
A handful of characters. Bender was one. Who else was another one? Bender, Xenomorph, Sam, I've had issues with. It's just a select few. And we got Frankenstein in the house. Frankenstein's monster is back. And I'm getting a stupid notification from OneDrive. I'm trying to do a Rumble, OneDrive. Okay, leave me alone. Don't make me get a
There we go.
A restraining order on you, OneDrive. Leave me alone. Goodness gracious. I cannot... OneDrive just really...
Yeah, let's do it this way. Give me a second.
They tried to save all my files on the drive. It drives me nuts. And I know I have a short drive. It's just crazy. And we got Jason and so Jason and his mother are sharing the ring together. Of course, I never knew in the first Friday the 13th, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, that's your fault. That Jason's mother's the villain. That's crazy. I always thought it was Jason in the first movie, and it was just shot in a first-person perspective. But no, it's Jason's mother. And then, of course, in the second one, he's got that goofy potato sack he's wearing over his head or something. And Freddy Krueger is here. So we got Freddy Krueger. And we got Jason and Freddy sharing the ring. Freddy going after Hannibal. We'll talk about some of these characters. We're going to have some characters we've never had before, which I'm excited, especially a couple female characters that I'm excited to put in this Rumble. Of course, we've had Pamela Voorhees countless times. But there is a couple that we've never had before. I'm very excited to show you. And number 8 here, speaking of Cheryl is here from Evil Dead. That is Ash's sister from Evil Dead. I am not a big fan of Evil Dead. I like the 2013 Evil Dead. I think that's a masterpiece. But all the other movies, besides Evil Dead Rise and the 2013 version, I'm not a big fan. That is one of my biggest hot takes. It is one of my most controversial statements when it comes to this genre.
Rey Mysterio's.
I just don't like the Evil Dead 2. I have tons of people disagree. A lot of people say it's one of the greatest of this genre. But I don't get it. I don't get it. A lot of people love the humor mixed with the scariness. I just don't get it. Maybe for its time it was great. It's just not one of my favorites. And we got Matt Cordell at number 9 for a Maniac Cop. And Pamela Voorhees is done. So she's been eliminated. I don't think we've had a lot of eliminations so far. Yeah, I've seen the first Maniac Cop, and it's just not a big
Not
deal.
I.
For some reason, everything Bruce Campbell's in, besides, of course, he has a short little role in Spider-Man 1, but I just do not like, I don't like Ash vs. Evil Dead. I just, for some reason, and, it's just a me thing, because everybody else seems to like him. I've never seen Army of Darkness.
I'm either.
But, yeah, I just have no desire to watch that movie. I don't know. Nothing against the guy. It's just everything he's in, I just don't like for some reason. Because I love the 2013 Evil Dead. It's in my top 20, I would say, of the horror genre. But anyway, got Norman Bates trying to figure out what he's going to do. We could have used the tire too, but the tire 2 seemed to not be working either. That's another issue I've seen, which is not a big deal for me. But I could always switch the tires around. But I think I tried it with Colossus. It didn't work. And then with Norman Bates also, because he wears his mother's attire, which is crazy. Because he's crazy. But anyway, number 10 is Jack Frost. I've never seen this movie, and I have no desire to watch it. I just don't. It looks horrible. But he's a cool character. And of course, they made a good version of Jack Frost with Bruce Willis. And of course, they had, I don't know which one came first. I think the bad one was first. But the whole idea for a killer snowman is pretty pathetic, I think. I've never liked snowmen. I just don't like them. Whether they're friendly or mean, I just don't like them. But anyway, we got Jack Frost here just in case you all wanted to see him. It's a new one. Well, it's a new one for this year. We've had him before, but it's been a while. And it looks like Cheryl from Evil Dead is done. So she's been eliminated. We got Frankenstein versus Jason. Got a lot. I love doing this one. And like I said, I tried to do it before, and Sam was all screwed up. So don't be surprised if we have another one. I can't inspect them all, but his was really bad. When it had Lagatha, he had a Lagatha on his chest, which is very odd. It's like the images got all screwed up and went on other characters. That's just so weird. But of course, leave it up to Mr. 2K. He's just great at doing this. Every year, he's up to something. I miss the Mr. 2K19. That's who I miss. I miss him. I miss Mr. 2K19. Ever since 2K20, Mr. 2K has lost his mind, and he belongs in Arkham Asylum. That's where he belongs. I love that Styles, shout-outs to him, made that character. And he came up with that idea, by the way, which I think he makes the character. So I got to give him credit for that. We'll explore that maybe. We'll see. And number 11 is Angela. DJ, you're going to love this one. Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp.
I've never seen, but I
Never
unfortunately have seen the ending. Unfortunately. And it is a pretty freaky ending. I'm not going to lie. But we got Angela here from Sleepaway Camp. I've never seen any of it. I've just seen the ending of the first movie, unfortunately, like I said. So I'm not going to get into too much detail about Angela's character. But, yeah, it's a very interesting character. Number 12 is Leatherface. So Leatherface is probably my favorite. I don't know. Art the Clown's pretty strong. I love Pinhead's design. I'm just not a fan of his movies. And Leatherface, same thing with the movies. A lot of his movies are horrible. I only like 2 or 3 of his whole entire franchise. I think most of his franchises are garbage. The first movie is great, and it's a classic. And his design, just like Pinhead's, is amazing. So I do love how they look. I like their look. Of course, I like Freddy's look too. I think he looks pretty menacing.
Well, it's going to be hard to make the clown.
And number 13 is Reagan. Speaking of someone I do not like, but I think the movie, I think it's one of the best horror films. However, I do not enjoy watching it. So let's just say that. If I'm going for enjoyment, Train to Busan, Evil Dead 2013, of course.
Oh, baggy.
Friday the 13th Part 4, Halloween Part 4, the original Halloween. I mean, you just can't go wrong with those. Those are just turn your brain off and enjoy the show. Dead Snow would be another. And 14 is Pinhead, and we got rid of Angela. So Angela is finished. And, yeah, she can go back to the locker room. So, but anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I do not want to have that ending is so. Oh man, they did it well. I'll tell you. I heard that movie's not good either. Just the ending's good. And it scares me. Number 15 is Sky Riley. Now this is her debut. We've never had Sky. Same thing with Angela. She is from Smile 2. Great performance. The actress that plays her does a great job. Not my favorite movie. That movie did get me a couple times. I'm not going to lie with the jump scares. I saw it in the theaters. I have to admit, I was kind of a little bit nervous going into that. Because the first movie had some really good jump scares in it. And with the theater sound, you made me. Number 16 is Three Fingers from the Wrong Turn movies. Yeah. I enjoyed the first film. I haven't seen the rest, so I can't really say that I have really been past the first film. The first film's great. There's a part in that movie that really gets me all the time. I think it's when someone's hiding below a table, they drop the body next to it. That always gets me. It's I can't time it right, and I know it's coming, so it's crazy. And Maria from High Tension. Yes. This is a surprise bit.
What the
Awesome.
fuck?
And what is High Tension? Well, it's a French horror movie. It came out in 2004 or 2005. At the time, when I was young, I heard about this movie. And it was the first time I've seen I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it until I was in 20. It was the first time I saw an NC-17 rating on a movie. And I haven't seen it for a while. I don't think it's that bad compared to some of the other stuff I've seen. But, yeah, it's a pretty crazy movie. A lot of people, there's a certain part of the movie that really makes people not like the movie. And I can understand why. I'm not going to give it away. But I think the movie, I love the movie, but it really hurts the movie, that part. It really does. I'm not going to lie. I love the movie. I'm going to have to watch it again. Because it's a very divisive movie. And it's something to do with the story. It has nothing to do with the gore or nothing. It's something to do with the story that, a lot of people do not like. But I don't want to give it away. But it's a real. I like the film. I'm probably gonna watch it again Halloween time, and decide whether I love it or not. I like it as a person. I need to watch it. I need to give it another chance. It does have some great moments in it. It does have some great moments, but you also have that one particular moment that I don't know how I feel about it. But anyway, Sky Riley is done, and looks like Jason got rid of Norman Bates. And look at Maria here, going after Reagan, doing push-ups on Reagan. How cocky of Maria. She's one of the characters in High Tension. Yeah, but I remember back, like, when I was younger, I was like, when I saw that rating, nothing was rated, to my knowledge, NC-17. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, man, this is supposed to be a battle. So, I think there's a version that's rated R, though. But I think to get an NC-17 is a big deal. It's like, I know Terrifier doesn't get NC-17. It gets not rated. Because NC-17 makes it more controversial. And less people want to go see it. If you put it as unrated, you can get more people in there. So, Three Fingers is done. But I prefer to have that NC-17 logo because that makes you more. I think it drives more attention. It's like, oh my goodness, this is a logo. So, number 18 is Jigsaw. You got Jigsaw in the house from the Saw franchise. That's one that I'm surprised hasn't got an NC-17 rating. But I think they've done some cuts because, of course, there's the unrated version and the regular version. So I think they did some cuts in the added room to avoid that rating. Because, like I said, if you get that rating, you have to have an adult with it. You can't have. I don't think you can have an adult pay for the tickets and then let you go in. I think you have to have one with you, but I'm not for sure on that. Because, like I said, it's rare that they do that. And we got Ash Williams at 19, lost Leatherface. And we got Ash at 19. And it looks like Maria took down Jigsaw, which never does well in these rumbles. And Jason going after Reagan. Reagan's still in it. I really want Reagan gone. I really do. I do not like her. He's one of the most infamous characters in the horror genre by far. Number 20 is Tiffany Valentine, the wife of Chucky. We got Reagan going after Jason. What a rumble this has been. And I apologize for not having Sam, but I'm worried for the Trump tournament because if they can't do a basic correction, who knows what you're going to get with community creations. And I don't know what caused it. I don't know if it, because for an example, I downloaded Sam on two different accounts, I think. And he came out the same. So I don't know if it's something on my end or what, but it's definitely 2K's fault. Mr. 2K should be written up. And we got David from Lost Boys. So excited to have him. There's a couple here that I was just pumped to have. David being one from the Lost Boys. Such a great character. And I do love that movie. It is one of the greatest vampire movies. We got an interview with a vampire is good. Lost Boys, of course, Underworld's more horror action. I do not have Celine in here, surprisingly. Number 22 is Arthur Shaw from The Black Phone. Also known as The Grabber, which I think we need to stick to Arthur Shaw. I think that's a better name. It's less dorky. But we lost Reagan, so Reagan is done.
Man, stop changing it, dang it.
And if you don't mind, in the comment section, make sure you tell me your favorite and your least favorite horror character that's in this rumble. It's got to be in this rumble. Because obviously, my least favorite, Nick Taylor, he just didn't get invited. Because I don't like him. And he's not welcome at the rumble. And neither, I'm not a big Annabelle fan. I think Annabelle's overrated garbage. And a lot of people love Annabelle creation. just like, I don't understand it. You know, a lot of people don't like the first movie that they did with Annabelle. But a lot of people like Annabelle Creation. I think it's the second Annabelle movie, and then there might be a third one after. But I don't give the love for Creation. I think it's that everyone loves. And I like The Conjuring. And Pennywise is 23, the bouncing clown. The bouncing clown is here. Pennywise. The bouncing clown. He's kind of a he's not one of my favorites. He's more in the lower tier. He's like a. But anyway, a couple of these, Arthur Shaw's and Ethan Hawke plays it good, but I mean that's got. I don't even get started on all the issues I have with the Black. Thank you, Pinhead. Thank you. Even though a lot of your movies have a lot of issues, basically every movie past 5 and 4 is pretty terrible too. We got Heart Eyes or Heart Asterisks, whatever you want to call it, because Mr. 2K apparently finds the word eyes offensive. Of course he does. Of course he does. Because I mean what word does that sound? What word can you think of? Does eyes sound? I get to. You can kind of switch a couple letters around. Not that, I mean, they say that in the game. I don't understand that. Bob, I guess you can add an extra letter, maybe. Eyes? What's the logic here, Mr. 2K? What is the logic? What is your defense? What is your defense? Candyman is here. I wish Mr. 2K, I hope you go to the mirror. And I hope you say Candyman 3 times. I hope you do. And he'll show you his life. So anyway, you know, I rewatch Candyman, and I love it. Tony Todd's great. Don't give me that. He's not my favorite. He's not my favorite. He's cool. He's a cool design. He's a cool backstory. But the movie, not my favorite. It's just me. And we got Minor Ward, which I've only seen the lead. I've never seen it. And Lost Pinhead. Minor Warden is here. I've loved it. And we got Hard Eyes too. I think Teresa O'Baker. Who was good with me for that. Shout outs to that subscriber. He mentioned about that Hard Eyes and Minor Wardens should be a tag. I thought that was cool. And I do read, for the most part, I read all comics. I do. I don't always like them or respond, but I read almost every one. But if I have a video that does really well, sometimes those comments get hit because so many people are commenting. But a lot of people, you know, I would appreciate if a lot more people commented, not just got on the chat. And I appreciate everyone on the chat too. It really builds the video when you make comments, when you like it. So that all helps. That all goes into the algorithm. So even if you say, I mean, I always get a response from Christopher. He says, good video, keep it up. Something little like that. It really helps. It really helps. So if you guys want to do that, just go for it. You don't have to. But I think it helps. And Chucky is here, so we got Chucky and Timmy.
Thanks for the shout out, Cal.
And Pennywise is done as Minor Warden takes it down. I love Minor Warden. Harry Warden is awesome. Awesome character. Definitely another great design. Coal miner killer. Crazy idea. And number 29 is Harry. Yep. She's a victim of 2K. Look at her design. You've seen Carrie before.
No.
She won one. Look at her. Like, what in the world? She's got, like, it looks like there's other images on her. out of Sam. Because they took out Sam's whole face. At least you can tell it's kind of cute. Look at her dress. What is going on there? She's got images. 2K needs to wake up. Okay, 2K needs to wake up. She's got images of other scammers on her dress. What is wrong with you, Mr. 2K? What is wrong with you? This is insane. What is that on her dress? You're supposed to have the blood from the movie, the pig's blood. Instead, she's got images. I don't know what. I'll let this one slide because I can't keep redoing these. Sam was atrocious. I have to just turn the rumble off so bad. But I'll let this one slide. She's got a fancy dress with faces on it, or images on it. We'll just say that. She still looks like Karen a little bit. So that's unfortunate. I hate to see that happen. Now I'm getting notifications from Steve. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Why am I get a notification from OneDrive? I get a notification from Steam. Leave me alone. You guys aren't good. You don't have to answer my lives. Leave me alone. You're never going to do it. It's constantly saying, these people are looking into it. Well, you need to do another update. Well, you need to do this. I finally got the update on ours. Said the heck with Gordon. It drive me insane. But anyway, before I need high blood pressure, let's get on with this number.
That's funny.
I'm getting a little bit worked up, and I shouldn't. At least we still have a rumble going, even though we have a carry that makes absolutely no sense. But honestly, I'm not a carry fan, so I'm not as offended as I will be with Sam. Turning Sam is a big mistake. And we got Ghostface here too. Myers is third. Took down Tiffany. Tiffany's been eliminated. Man going after Myers. Still got 5 people left. I really don't want to carry it. All messed up. Like, what in the world? That's ridiculous.
That's because game sucks at times.
And Michael Myers eliminates Candyman. So Candyman has been eliminated. And Ghostface and Hard Eyes do get announced. I really enjoy Hard Eyes. It's not my favorite movie of the year. At the time I'm doing this, I see a lot more movies. Probably by the time you see this. But as of this is in April, the 4th of April, as of the 4th of April, Novocaine's been better. But, March wasn't really a strong month. And April and May, some juggernauts. So I'm sure that Novocaine is going to be thrown. It's not like the greatest job ever. So I can assure you that something's going to come along. It's not Hard Eyes. I think Novocaine's just going to have it better. I think the Hard Eyes killer reveal is kind of weird. But other than that, I love it. But I really hate when I have a good horror movie and the killer reveals terrible. It wasn't great. It was very predictable. It kind of threw me off a little bit, but I guessed it. Well, I don't want to give it away. I'm going to just stop there because obviously, no, I'm going to just quit on it. But anyway, we are down to 4. We got Hard Eyes, Michael Myers, Harry, and Ghostface. The other day I was, moving into my new place, and I have a ghost face hospital.
I'm gonna go smoke again, Mama.
Hear about anyone?
Now?